Leading on from that, so we're going straight into AEW Dynamite. Another fun episode. Can't really say much bad about NXT, or sorry, my mistake. AEW these weeks, you know, they always put on entertaining shows. Opening up AEW this week was the two birthday boys, Bobby Fish and CM Punk.
Yeah.
No real backstory to the match, just a run-in from last week's Rampage that set it up. This was, am I right? This was CM Punk's first match on Dynamite?
Yeah, it was a weird one because I thought he'd be fighting way more on this.
Yeah. He's done a few
CM
Rampages.
Punk's birthday as well.
Both their birthdays, yeah.
Oh, both are that's kind of
yeah, both birthday boys. I think Bobby Fish is 40.
He's 45, I think. Yeah, CM Punk is 43. But yeah, this match was really, really good, except for the botched ending, which I know he was mad about because I saw a story about
what happened there.
He tried to do like go to sleep, but he clearly caught him here, like nowhere near his face. He was, you could see him, like he was very upset about it.
But Bobby trying to kick out at the end, like, you know, kicked out at
Bobby
3 point.
Kicked out after the 3, yeah. I
don't know.
Was
there was agreement, like, maybe, you know, hit me with the GTS again, they put me around properly, like, or
yeah, maybe you don't know, like, because these guys, I don't want to say they go into business for themselves because they're not like that at all.
Well, they have to call. Sometimes they have to call an audible or a referee.
Yeah, exactly. But I think
they just point this through.
I think he probably did the kick out to make it look stronger than what it was because it was not not a clean connect.
No, but it wasn't.
CM Punk's gear in this match really bugs me. I know Michael is always on about it.
Yeah,
doesn't like the pants.
It's split. People, I think people online are the same. They don't like the long pants. Some people like the short ones, and you know, if that's all they're worried about, then I'm sure he's okay. But I'm more worried about the future of CM Punk having matches against Bobby Fish, and you know, when's he going to have that big feud? Like, he hasn't had a big feud yet. His first match against Darby was okay. Like,
you think they'd build because there's a pay-per-view coming up?
This is it. Like, he doesn't like Full Gear. Why isn't he having a match?
I know, yeah. There's like 2 Dynamites left before
they're not going to have him. I'd say he'd probably be on commentary at this stage.
Who knows? But but overall, I like the match was good.
Like, you know, you're always going to get a good match out of people like this. Like, it's perfect. Like, and obviously, the matches probably only happened because both their birthdays, and maybe CM Punk requested a match against them. And, you know, maybe I'm not sure if they ever fought in Ring of Honor. I can't remember if there's ever.
But do you know? Just speaking of Ring of Honor, obviously it's on the same day that they announced their hiatus, and both men were big for Ring of Honor over the years.
Yeah,
and we'll talk about more when we do our weekly podcasts.
Yeah, we'll talk about it the weekend properly.
Yeah,
there's a lot to delve into.
For AEW to have these guys go out there first is a kind of bittersweet moment.
Yeah.
For that reason.
Big thing.
But it was I liked it. The match was good. It wasn't brilliant, but it was very good.
It was what it needed to be.
Yeah.
Just a good one-on-one match.
Yeah.
Moving on from that, we had MJF.
Yeah. This is again what I was on about, fighting wrestlers that nobody cares about to fill a gap.
But surely the squash matches are fun.
Yeah. It wasn't long. It was like very, very short. Really,
30 seconds.
Yeah, not even. But yeah, it had to achieve what it had to. MJF is just
a prick.
When are they going to pull the absolute trigger on him?
I'd say it'd be another 6 months before. I'd say if hopefully Hangman goes over Omega, like, MJF will be the one they take the title off. Hangman.
We're just waiting for that moment.
But there's so much behind, backstory in this feud. Like, there's so much more. Or branching off, like, the whole fake and Sting.
The what you call it was amazing. I thought I couldn't stop laughing at it. The MJF cardboard cutout.
Yeah, Darby did. Darby shot that himself. Did you know that?
Yeah. It's brilliant.
He directed the whole thing himself.
What that guy?
I'm not sure. Probably fucking Brandon Cutler or somebody just dressed
Yeah,
up.
it was funny though. I thought it was really well done.
Yeah, I loved it. I actually loved the little when they did the fake Sting entrance.
Yeah.
When it was like MJF and Sean Spears were hugging each other. If you looked at Wardlow's face, like he wasn't in on it at all. And then they were shouting in the crowd, "You're all so stupid here!" And Wardlow was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like, they're planting the seed. They've been planting the seeds for this breakup for fucking well over a year. And
But the
fact that they haven't pulled the trigger on it is crazy.
Yeah, the promo was actually one of the better ones in the last.
It was brilliant. Like pulling off the piss, like the piss out of the Boston accent was brilliant.
Yeah, and then you had Darby Allin as the Invisible Man in the crowd.
Class.
Very good as well. I think the match has potential to be one of the matches of the year, honestly.
We can go on. Hopefully, we'll be able to go into it before Full Gear. Like, but I'm going to ask you now, who goes over in that match? Darby.
Surely MJF has to win. Surely.
Does he?
I don't know. Does he? But like, I think if you're going to, when's the last time he won a big match?
Darby.
No, MJF. Like the last time I remember him winning on pay-per-view was like Jungle Boy, and that was a while back.
Well, they had their cage match, the Inner Circle against the Pinnacle, where he fucked Jericho, off the top of the cage.
Yeah.
And since then, I can't remember. That was probably it. Like the 5 stars. Sure, he beat Jericho in the 5 stages. He was the 5th one.
Yeah. But it's true. But like.
Well, yeah, like I said, if he is going to be the next champion after Hangman,
win the things. But yeah, this is definitely one of the most interesting bits of story going on in Dynamite. Like, it's just fun, like, and it's enjoyable to watch.
I'm waiting for that seed to blossom. They planted loads of seeds now. Someone has to grow from it. Yeah. Whether Wardlow turns an MJF before Full Gear or later on down the line, it's definitely coming.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, curious.
Next, we had TNT Championship, which was quite good because Ethan Page hasn't done a lot that's impressed me since he joined.
He's super talented.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, like remember where people were saying like that him and Alexander, they were like Ethan Page will be the guy that goes on to reach big things. But he's not been as good as Alexander this year. But if matches like this, if he could produce this on a weekly basis, he really will showcase.
Well, he's always been a tag team person. Like when he left the North and came to AEW, he was a single star, but he quickly lined up with Scorpio Sky. Like he didn't have much chance to be a single star when he joined AEW. So he hasn't had that chance to shine. So this is his chance to show what he can actually do. He's only beaten with a roll up, so kind of protected him that way as well. Like getting beaten with a roll up isn't really.
This is awesome chance and everything in this.
Yeah, some good spots like the shooting star press on the outside was crazy. Like he actually caught him. I think he actually caught him in the face with his arm on the way down as well.
Yeah, and then after the match, the Inner Circle came out. Jericho kind of grabbed the microphone and kind of said there'd be a 10-on-10.
Yeah.
But we knew it was coming, but.
Yeah, but did you notice that they had pyro for the Inner Circle coming out for the save? Like.
Yeah, well, yeah. What was that about?
It was like their proper entrances, they're coming out for a match, but they actually.
I can understand with the music, but yeah, the pyro was weird.
Yeah.
Quite strange. Match was really good though, and then.
Yeah.
What you reckon? You reckon the 10-man has potential?
Well, like Jericho, like the stipulation was that they get to pick 3 members of American Top Team. So I have a feeling Paige Van Sant is going to be in that match.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't surprise me if himself was in it too. What's his name?
Yeah,
his head all goes over my head.
Oh, I can't remember.
The main guy with the older fella. His head always goes over my head when I try to think of his name.
Who, Dan Lambert?
Yeah, Dan Lambert, yeah.
He probably will. I'm presuming Jorge Masvidal will be in it as well. I'm presuming he's going to be there.
I would think so, yeah.
I hope so.
But the thing is, like, these 10-man tags could be an absolute cluster. Like,
It could be, but it's they said is it a street fight? It is a street fight.
It's a Minneapolis street fight.
Minneapolis street fight, so
yeah,
they can say you can protect a few people with some spots.
What happened the last time when they did the street fight where there was like 10 different things going on at once?
Yeah,
that's what I'd be worried about. But
I'd say they'll hide a few moments through tables and through stuff and take people out with ladders and chairs and whatever, like, so be able to protect them that way and they won't have to show their weaknesses or anything.
But I think this feud is not terrible, but it's not been mind-blowingly good. I just think Jericho is kind of at a phase where they don't know, they can't really do much with him right now.
Well, he's going on tour. Every week we say he's going on tour and he comes back. He's just back off the cruise and he was on there. I'm surprised he was actually on Dynamite.
Yeah. He's some Mando for energy and stuff. But I'd say after this show though, he probably is because he's going on a European tour. After in
November, like they're due to be in Dublin on the 4th of December. So
yeah, like the thing is, like I know Jericho says he doesn't want to break them up, the inner circle.
No.
But like, where does he go realistically? His contract's coming up. He's not surely he won't leave him.
I don't think so. He's got as much freedom there as he'll ever get in his life. At that age, like there's no reason to go anywhere else. He's able to go on tour with Fozzy. He's able to do his podcast. He's able to do his cruise. That cruise isn't going anywhere fast. Like that's a moneymaker for him. Like, like he went to any other company, that don't give him creative control.
Yeah, exactly.
He wouldn't be able to do stuff like that.
He'll be back feuding with fucking Dominic Mysterio or someone.
Don't even mention it. Don't even mention that young fella.
Yeah. So after that, then we had the Shida and Serena Deeb, which
just before I want to mention the Eddie Kingston bit with Daniel Bryan backstage.
Oh yeah.
That was brilliant. I love that.
Yeah, really very well done. Eddie in IFC, they announced the match is going to take place on Rampage. That'll be something special, I think, because if they fought before, I think they have. They have very years ago.
Very young.
Hikaru maybe.
Yeah,
years and years ago, but both men just get pro wrestling.
Yeah, big thing.
Yeah.
And even like showing out the shot, like Eddie like suffering from depression or something, and he takes tablets to keep himself sane. Like actually being able to mention something like that on TV.
It's good. I like it.
It's normal, like that. It's okay not to be okay. Like and he's the perfect man. Like because if you look at Eddie Kingston, you're like fucking, you don't want to mess with him. Like, but able to talk about it on TV.
Exactly. And they done it in a tasteless way, like they didn't kind of weren't.
They didn't make a mockery of it.
Exactly.
He was serious what he was talking about there.
Yeah, exactly. But so that was actually good because I actually forgot about that. That was a good. It was a nice moment. And Daniel Bryan again on fire with his promo. He just ever since he's joined them, he's been phenomenally good.
Yeah, well, he's always good.
So then we had Serena Deeb and Shida, which they fought a few weeks back, and it was really, really good.
Yeah.
I think this was similar, but wasn't as good, but it was still really, really good.
I loved it. I thought it was a great match.
Yeah.
Serena Deeb was fucking an
I
awesome
don't know why she's not winning this tournament.
I'm surprised. I'm really surprised she's not winning it, because when Liz actually came in, she didn't know what happened. She didn't know the results when I was watching it.
Yeah.
And she was like hoping that Serena would win the tournament. And then when she found out she lost, she was like, how are you, like, why is she,
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, she'd done a title reign for a year. She needs to be pushed strong, but
they kind of missed the boat then, because they were hyping up her 50th win a few weeks ago in their first match and saying, and then Serena Deeb stopped it, but they didn't really talk about it much in this match. They didn't build it up much.
It's weird, yeah. It's very strange.
It was just like, she won. Oh, by the way, that's her 50th win. And I was like,
I didn't like the end of it, but the ending was poor. I just don't like roll-ups in general.
Yeah, another roll-up.
Yeah. But the match is very good. I just before we move on, what do you think of the tournament? Because they've added a few weird choices for like boys and stuff. I thought
I don't know why some people got biased in the next round.
Yeah, like
if you're going to give,
surely Shida would got a bye.
If you're a former women's champion, you should have got a bye.
Yeah.
Not,
like Jade Cargill doesn't deserve a bye in this.
No, I think she's going to win it, but she didn't need a bye. I think so. Yeah. I think it's made for her. Definitely made for her.
It's definitely made for a heel, all right.
I would love it if she was, because again, I said it before a few weeks ago that this is the type of title, like the TNT title, needs to be defended every week on Rampage or AEW or Dynamite. Yeah. And then, you know, if Jade Cargill is the champion, she'll get so much experience defending it against all these random people who obviously they're forbidden doors closed.
You fight the Layla Hirsch's who are workhorses.
But she can squash all these people as well because she is that good.
Yeah.
Give her more experience. She needs that experience as well because she's
get away from that other guy though. I don't like him at all.
Yeah, he doesn't do anything for her. Like,
yeah,
he doesn't talk for her, does he? Really?
The odd time he might say a few things,
but she's well able to cut a promo. Like.
Yeah. So I just think it's a weird fit. But you know, it was weird after just going back to the match. Jerry Lynn came out.
Yeah.
To break up the brawl. It's just kind of funny.
Yeah, well, it kind of gives away the ending as well, that Shida's obviously not going to win the tournament, that she's still feuding with Serena as well. Like.
I wouldn't mind seeing Deeb cost her the next round and fight again in the street fight after the Full Gear.
Well, will they get another match of Full Gear? The Full Gear card is pretty stacked as it is.
Yeah, that's the other side of it.
It'll be more of a Rampage. They already
announced Britt Baker's fighting Taya Conti, so
yeah, looking forward to that match.
It should be good.
And the final of DBS title tournament will be in Full Gear as well. So there's a lot of matches on that card.
I see. Just going back, just one last thing on Serena. I've seen a lot of people compare her to Bret Hart recently online.
She's the woman of 1,000 holds.
Yeah, she's so good. Like, it's surreal because she was gone for so long from being at wrestling, and just I think she's probably up there. Like, I really like Diana, but I think Serena Deeb is a better wrestler than her. Like,
well, she's outstanding. Yeah. She's got that. I don't know whether she trained in the dungeon, but she definitely trained in some sort of dungeon style place where she was able to learn that kind of craft. Like, they don't teach that kind of stuff anymore.
Yeah,
that's not the kind of stuff they teach in NXT or the factories or any places like that. This is something you learn, in a basement somewhere or on a pad in the room. It's not even in a ring. It's in a dark room where you're getting the shit kicked out of you. Like.
The heel as well. The heel persona has kind of brought out her personality a bit as well, which is also a good thing.
Yeah, they need a good proper heel like that.
I suppose then
Britt Baker isn't the heel, like, even though she is, like, people cheer her.
Like, people love her to bits. Yeah,
and people are really behind Jade Cargill as well, even though she's a heel. Need Serena to be that kind of heel that nobody likes.
Yeah,
and the fact that she took away her 50th one the first time they had the fight, so she has the heel.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Then we moved on to Moxley and number 10, which it was what it was.
Fuck me. Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is mental.
He's definitely turned heel.
Oh my god, this is brilliant. I don't know what they make of it. Like, I obviously you want Moxley to be heel. He's obviously going to go to the final of this tournament against.
I think he wins. Yeah, I think he wins.
You think he wins?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I don't know.
think he's going to fight Hangman Page, like.
And lose.
Yeah, and lose. Yeah.
And then go heel.
I think he turn heel before Christmas.
Will he fight?
I was talking to my brother about it. He should turn heel and just do what he did in this match and forget about all these rubbish promos that he's been doing, like talking about his kids and his wife.
Yeah, I'm going to mention something before the match even happened. Did you see the young fella who was standing beside the barrier when he was trying to open?
Yeah.
He definitely, I'm sure he hit him in the balls with that barrier when he opened it. And when he was leaving the match, he kicked the barrier open. I'm not sure if it was the same fella, but he kicked it open and smacked him again. And I was like, oh my god, whoever that poor person is, they paid so much money for that seat, just to get beat up by Jon Moxley twice.
But I think he should just be a badass heel who says little. you know, leave his
come in.
Yeah.
What is kind of that, you know, Brock Lesnar-esque fucking slogan, like, you know, eat, sleep, conquer, repeat kind of thing.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like
exactly.
walked in,
Just
beats
like
him and walked out
these
again.
promos don't work for me like at all.
Yeah, well, he's been in limbo since he lost the title. Like, you know, he's had the tag team with Eddie Kingston.
Year, yeah. Like my brother's a massive fan of him, and he was like, this year's just been a waste. Like,
yeah, I think the whole like being buddies with Sting and Darby Allin and hugging each other, like it was like this is not the Moxley who's at, you know, facing fucking Nick Gage and, you know,
yeah,
went over to Japan and beating the crap out of everybody over there.
Exactly. Yeah, he's definitely turned. It was funny because he just punishes people like it. Just
Jesus, the blood though, the amount of blood that came out of it,
like his head as well.
But like the blood at the end that was pouring out of it, it wasn't just like a normal like bladed job or anything. He was fucking pumping.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like, you know, it was like something out of Halloween, like, you know, not to mention this time of the week, like, but it was crazy.
I really do think he's going to beat Danielson. I honestly do.
Or like last week, I asked the question why 10 was even in this, you know, tournament. But
there you go.
If it was just there to take that beating, that's fine with me. I don't want anybody else taking that beating.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel sorry for Orange Cassidy coming next.
Yeah, maybe that's why he beat Hobbs. Like I questioned that, why did he beat Hobbs? But maybe if it's similar again, you know what I mean.
If I'm Orange Cassidy, I'm like forfeiting that match.
Yeah, that match is it on Dynamite next week? It is.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's going to be another 2-minute match. Yeah, very short. But yeah, this could be the
orange squash.
This is going to be the re-emergence of Moxley. I think he's going to come on strong.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, you're right. Like it was phenomenally well booked. It was really well done.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah. Then we had the Cody promo, which I actually did bite.
I didn't. I know he's playing up the whole family thing of being Dusty's son and Dustin's brother and being, fighting at 20 years old and people getting behind him, trying to get people on his side, like, you know, but they weren't really cheering him. They were cheering his dad more than anything else. Like, the minute he stopped talking about that, the boos were kind of still there.
Yeah. Like, I don't know where they're going with it. Like every week they're changing course with it.
Yeah, well, next week they've already advertised Andrade and Cody in a match.
Yeah, it should be good.
So hopefully we get Malachi Black and Pac in a match.
Yeah, but what happened at the pay-per-view? It's just going to be a 4-way.
Maybe a tag team match. Maybe, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's a weird one. Like,
I'm sure that obviously they're going to be interference next week against Andrade and Cody.
Yeah, I would think. AEW are not known for their DQ finishes, but yeah.
They can just have interference and just, you know, doesn't go ahead or whatever happens, or even kick off. Like,
I know I've said I was intrigued by all this earlier with Cody Rhodes and Aaron. I still kind of am, but like they just seem, this promo I liked, but it didn't move the needle, I suppose is the best word I'm looking for.
I know he keeps saying that he's not going to turn, like, but
yeah,
you know, the more he keeps saying he's not going to turn, the more I think he's going to turn.
Yeah, you were saying he's going to kick Brock in the balls, and kind of.
Honestly, when I was watching this promo before Andrade even interrupted, like, you know, he shook Aaron's hand, and there was a split second I thought, is he going to fucking kick Aaron in the balls and turn an Aaron? And
yeah.
You know, there was a split second. I was like, that would be perfect. You know, he'll get so much heat on him for that. Like,
maybe he might do it at the pay-per-view.
That's how he's going to go heel. Like, he's going to turn an Iron, and that's what'll happen. Like, but
yeah, like he was saying a lot of weird stuff, like Dustin was better than him, and that's he's a Hall of Famer, and I'm not good enough, and it's just it's clearly is leading to a heel turn, but
it's just easy pop saying, oh yeah, this is, you know, my brother's better than me. It's like, yeah, he is, and this is my dad, and I'll never be, you know, if I live to be 300, I'll never be as close to being the kind of person he is. And like, no, you won't. Because Dusty Rhodes, and then he's saying, oh, he built the company, like, or what is it, the man who writes the checks, but he helped build the bank kind of stuff, you know.
After that, then we kind of had the main event, which was a fun match. I know
It was
a lot of
brilliant.
people, were shitting all over it because of the way they were dressed, but like, come on,
What?
it was fun. Oh yeah, there was a lot of people saying if this was WWE, it'd be shitting all over it.
Oh no, WWE don't know how to do comedy matches. They
It
have
was quite
fucking
fun. Like, it was
bombs.
really fun, and the end of it was very, very
It
well
was
done.
brilliant. I loved everything about it. I love the costumes. Although there was rumors out there that they actually want to dress up in the Squid Game costumes.
All right.
But TNT wouldn't allow it because it's a Netflix thing. So they ended up changing it for Ghostbusters. So I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, it really worked though. I thought it was very, very well done.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man costume.
Yeah.
It was
And
brilliant.
it was a nice way to have. I love that little when they take off the marshmallow hat and the crowd pop. It just was like the old days, I suppose, where you had just that fun ending of a show. That was quite good, like.
Yeah, I loved it. Even having Brandon stuck inside the horse's costume,
Yeah,
like, you know,
taking
the head off, and he's tied up and he's like gagged. It was this. I can't remember. It was in a movie or a TV show that they had something similar to that before, where somebody was dressed up. I can't remember what it was, but it reminded me of something. But it was funny. I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, very, very good. Yeah. So,
and did you see the when they put on the proton packs and they turned their backs and then bounced on top of them? They're all four of them are in a circle. That was like a shout out to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie because they did something like that where they all bounced off each other. I thought that was a good shout out as well. But they're nerds. We're nerds. They get it. We get them. It's fun. It's entertaining as fuck.
Yeah, and it sets up the match nicely. Nice way to bring Paige in rather than doing another repetitive promo or whatever. You know.
And the Super Elite actually lost the match.
Yeah. But Paige,
very rare.
If Paige doesn't win here now, there'll be a riot, I'd say.
Oh, he's winning. He's definitely winning. There's no way in hell he's not winning.
They should make you think he's losing though.
That'll be the that'll be the worst ending than the fucking exploding barbed wire death match. Like if they don't have him beat Omega, they will kick themselves forever if they don't have him over.
Yeah, but I think that's pretty much been the show.
Did you see at the end when he was taking the costume off?
Oh yeah.
Couldn't get it off his boots, like so he just shuffled around the ring with the costume still on him.
Yeah. That was fun. But no, I really enjoyed this week's. I thought it was a very good show. Very good.
Pretty entertaining for the whole week of wrestling, really, like from Bound for Glory right up to Dynamite. Like, so I'm looking forward to Rampage and SmackDown. Like it should be. Don't mention Raw. Turn it back. Don't mention the War. Don't mention the Raw.
But I'm looking forward to SmackDown and Rampage. Yeah, Bryan and Eddie could be a good one. And Britt Baker and Abaddon.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that, but
they did. Like they set it up as a Halloween street fight or something. Yeah, trick or treat match. Should be good.
Bit of fun.
Yeah. So that's pretty much been it. Like so, overall, it's been very good. I'm very happy.
Yeah. So, we love wrestling.
Yeah, we love wrestling. There you go. That's
keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Cheers.
All right, guys. Again, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, and check out the rest of our videos. And there's more interviews coming up in the next few weeks. So stay tuned.
Good fun stuff.
Definitely. Thanks, guys.